This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Complete Sports Management. We're here at Marcellin College today where we've seen the ladder leaders Marcellin defeat Fitzroy with a final score of 3-12-30 to 1 straight 6. Me with coach of Fitzroy Mick Simons and defender Lauren Atkinson. I'll start with you, Mick. Got a draw against Marcellin earlier in the year, but not quite the result you're after today.
No, look, they played pretty well. They're probably much cleaner with the ball in the first half and got that advantage over us. We did fumble a bit. The ball was very wet, dewy conditions, but they played a very solid game. But I thought even despite that, we actually, our defence held up pretty well. We just couldn't quite get those goals that we needed to get a bigger score.
Yeah. They had a lot of inside 50s in the first quarter, Marcellin, and they managed to get themselves a goal and they kept you scoreless. But after that, it started to turn a little bit and you were able to hold them off a bit more and go forward a couple more times. What did you say to the players at quarter time?
Well, it's more about quick ball movement and backing yourself to get the ball in the open where our players can run, use their speed. And just being a bit tighter with the tackling, making sure we can lock the ball in when we need to. But yeah, look, they really put in a good effort. But Marcellin's defence was pretty strong too, so we couldn't quite get the goals. But yeah, they put in a good day's performance.
You mentioned the conditions were quite dewy, a very contested situation. Seemed to fit. It seemed to suit Lucy Kerr, who was very good in close quarters. How'd you see her performance?
Oh, it's another great game for her. She took a few knocks, which affected her game a little, but yeah, she's very strong in the contest, very strong in the tackle, and gets the ball out and wins and gets long clearing kicks for us. Does a great job. I think it was only dewy this year. Last year we played here, I think it was frosty, so a bit easier to play this year than last year. Yeah.
You mentioned Lucy had a few knocks. She wasn't the only one today. Seemed to be a lot of injuries. Annabelle Watson was off for a fair period of time.
She got a head knock. It was an accidental head knock to her nose. Bats, I think, hurt her ankle a bit. And then, unfortunately, Erin managed to clean up Ruby Mack when she took that chest mark on the forward line. So, but she came back on later on, yeah.
All right there?
Okay, yeah, just a bit sore and bruised, but that's just part of the game, yep.
What do you say to the players after a performance like that, where they seem to play quite well, but the scoreboard would suggest otherwise?
Yeah, look, if you look at the scoreboard, you think that was an easy win for Marcellin, but we really had the ball several times in our forward line, and even at the end there, we moved it pretty quickly and had good scoring opportunity. I think we just got to make sure we do take those chances when they come and back ourselves in those forward opportunities. But look, we've got to stick with it. We've got a good, solid group together and playing reasonable footy. Just got to step it up a notch to take on the next opponent next week. Yep.
And Lauren, you're playing a deeper role in defence today. Had to stave off many opportunities. How do you feel you went today?
Pretty good, I think. Maybe a bit better than last time we played her. She got the first mark. She used her body really well. That was on Shaylee Taylor, and I thought she was going to keep marking it on me, but after that I think I did a bit better.
How do you think you've gone this season as a whole, personally?
I think I started all right and then haven't been playing quite as well, so my confidence has been a bit down, but today felt a bit better again, so that's good.
Okay, well, thank you, Lauren.
Can I just say, Lauren's been very modest there, but she had a terrific game. She had countless one-on-ones where she managed to repel the ball and stop them getting the ball through for good goal opportunities. So she had a terrific game. She's best on ground for us, I think. Had a great match. Well, looking forward to better ones. I think her elbows have been sore in recent games, but I think it's coming good now. And she had a terrific game.
Very kind words, Mick. So congratulations on your performance, Lauren. Commiserations for you, Mick. But best of luck for next week.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
That's Mick Simons and Lauren Atkinson of Fitzroy. We're going to throw over now to Joel Gibbons, who's with Marcellin College.
Thanks very much, Matt. And we're here at Marcellin College. We've got Natalie Gills here and Coach Tom Stafford. Natalie, you had a few injuries early on in the season, but you've starting to come good now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really good to get out there and have a bit of a run with the girls. And slow start, of course, and always really hard. We get a few hard knocks in there, and it's been great to finally get some run going. Yeah.
Fantastic. And you played forward today. Yeah. Who else do you see in the forward line as big weapons up there?
Oh, look, I think the whole forward line is really got some good structures going, and I think Bat in there can get some really clean hands, and we actually looked really good with some handball out today, and fortunately just couldn't convert with some of those kicks in there. But look, everyone's looking very dangerous. Shay, of course, even Maggie in there played a really good role, and I think we're all starting to really get some legs going, and we'll get some goals on the board as well. So it's been fun.
Very good. And Shay G, I noticed was number 1 ruck today with Taylor Padfield out. You mentioned her just before. She's had a good game. Who else do you think stood up today in the absence of a few players?
I think we were really lucky. We had Claire O'Donnell in there. She's got some really solid hands and really goes hard in for the ball. And the likes of Annie and I could name heaps of us. Honestly, we're really good in the midfield today. We're just first to the ball and just really pushing hard, push it forward. So Shay was obviously very good in the ruck. I reckon she just about got every tap out, and it's just such a weapon to have that, and really proud of her.
Fantastic. And Tom, nice win today. Who do you think stood out as far as, I won't say individual players, but who do you think stood out as in the new players?
I think Shay G came into this week, and found out last night, but pretty late last night, that Taylor just wasn't quite right for today. So I thought she came in, and she was a dominant ruckman. She was fantastic. Nat mentioned Claire O'Donnell was really, really good. Just hard at it in the midfield and really set the tone. I thought Nat here up forward line really gave us a contest. We spoke a little bit about a couple of their key players that like to drop in their zone down back, and I thought Nat did a really good job of picking up some certain players. And I think Ellie G's had a really good month. Her first season of football. She's getting better every week. Some really good contributors out there today.
I thought Ali G did play well today, Ali Gavalis. She got I think she got over 12 disposals today, so that was a really good effort. You said Olivia Getson was the second ruck today. So who do you think's number 1 ruck? I asked a few weeks ago, and then they both were up against each other today. Who do you think gets the chocolates today?
Yeah, well, I think probably today, I think Shay, just their ability to get around the ground, I think she was probably one of the best players on the ground. Look, we're pretty fortunate to have Taylor, Shay, and Getson live for 3 players that obviously can play in the ruck, but also get around the ground. So, look, it was unfortunate Taylor out, but we'll get her back very soon. And it was just great that people could come in and step up. And huge deck on here today. It was very exciting. The girls had never played a home and away game here on the John Bray Oval. It's the same size as the G, so it was big, and that's probably why the scores were probably a little bit lower than they are. But look, 3 goals, 12. We'll probably need to have a look a bit about our forward entries. But look, today, all the focus was on, first at the footy, 1%ers, which probably, I think last week really let ourselves down. But today they came out, and I thought they were really, really hard at it, which was great.
Fantastic. And just quickly, any injuries today?
No injuries. We'll touch wood. I haven't been able to get to all the girls, but look, I think there was no one really came off limping or on a stretcher. So we'll, just fingers crossed. So I hope not. So.
Fantastic. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Natalie. That's it for us at Complete Sports Management. My name is Joel. See you next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.